how are you guys going today? You guys stay sexy, and today we are going to be doing a tutorial in Photoshop and 4D Cinema. So this is the introduction for it, and hopefully that you do enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. But before I start that, I would just like to say thank you for watching this video, and thank you for 90,000 views, guys. It means a lot to me, and every single view really counts. And besides that, I really appreciate it. And for you guys that are new to the channel, I have a 1,500 subscriber giveaway, so you have to go see that out. It's for free, so you just download it, and it's a channel banner like my sexy one. So let's get straight into the tutorial. Okay, downloads needed for this tutorial that you need to get. Okay, so we're going to be using 2 plugins in this tutorial, and 1 texture pack, 1 font, and 1 logo. So I'm going to be using the Greyscalegorilla Lightroom pack. It does cost $99, so you do have to go and buy that to do this tutorial. However, I will be offering a free download link in the description below, so you can download this for free and the tutorial can be free. But I highly recommend that you guys go and donate to them, because if they put a lot of time and effort in it, and I shouldn't be giving you this free download link, but because I am, let's see if we can get to 10 likes. You'll also need a transform plugin. So this plugin costs $200, and it's basically transform, so we can do that effect that I've shown in the beginning of the video. And it's really good plugin, and it's what all the pros use. It costs $200, but I'll also be offering a free download link, so you can get this for free. Now please like the video, because I'm giving you this for free also. And another thing that I'll be doing is using Thrausi. So you're gonna have that Light Kit Pro. Light Kit's basically for, you know, just giving you light in the scene, and then you're gonna have the transform, and then Thrausi. Thrausi is the most popular plugin, and just download it, and I'll show you how to install it later in the video. And then once you've downloaded Thrausi, you also need to get Transformers font. You don't have to get this, but to make the effect look literally like a Transformer effect, you want to get the font. It looks amazing when it has the font on it. And then you want Transformer logo. I don't really care what logo you can do. You can do your own logo even, but yeah, just use the logo, and I'll leave a link in the description below for this photo and this photo, so Decepticon or Autobot, and I'll teach you later in the tutorial how to make this 3D. So don't worry, you can have any logo, just keep it simple. Less parts means less render time, so I highly recommend that. So now, now let's get straight into the installation for these things that you need. Okay, so assume that most of you guys don't actually know how to install plugins and Lightrooms. So if you do want to know how to do this, this is important that you listen to this to be able to do the tutorial. So make sure Cinema 4D for you is closed, and let's get straight into it. So first, what I'm going to show you is how to install the Greyscalegorilla Light Kit Pro. So once you've gone to the download link, it should be here. Now mine is not here, so I'm just going to go and get it. So yeah, once you've installed all these, I'll show you, which is, just give me a sec, guys. Here it is. Alright, so it's going to download in a RAR file. You want to have WinRAR to extract it. I'll leave a download link in the description to get WinRAR, and I'm not going to teach you how to set up WinRAR. You should know how to do that, because you guys are sexy and you should know. Alright, so once it's extracting, it'll take a little bit of time, and also I'm just going to make sure I have the material packs. Pretty important, so yes to all. I'm just going to replace that. Sweet. Alright, so once you have the Greyscalegorilla Light Kit, if you're on Windows, you want to make sure you have this, and if you're on Mac, you're going to get that. Alright, so open up File Explorer, and I like to do it dual screen like this. Just drag your windows to each side. Alright, now go to your computer and locate the file where your Cinema 40 is done. So mine's in Program Files and Maxon Cinema 40, and then it's going to be under Resources. No, it's going to be under Library, Browser, and then here. And then all you need to do is go to the Greyscalegorilla Light Kit Pro, get this file, and press Control C, and then Control V it here, and then yeah. So I'm just going to do that, show you, press Replace, I'm going to do that, press Continue, and then what you need to do is you need to go to here, back here, and you need to grab your GSG textures file, press Control C, and then go to the text file, and then press Control V, and replace this. This is essential. I'm going to do this for all. And then you have that installed. If I didn't make it clear enough, there'll be a download video on the file showing you how to install it by the man himself who made the actual thing, and he goes through it and he teaches, you know, how to open it and that. Okay, now onto the what it's called plugins. So the plugins are very important, and you need to know how to do this. So once you've downloaded the plugins, which is Thrausi, just going to extract that to my desk with WinRAR, and also the transform, extract that to my desktop, press OK, and then also you'll need for the transform, no you won't. Right, so once you've got the transform and Thrausi on your desktop, you are ready to install them. So basically we're going to start with Thrausi first. So we're going to go back to a Maxon file, and we are just going to open this up. Alright, so basically just copy and paste the Thrausi folder into the Maxon folder. So go to Maxon, Cinema 40, and then go to Plugins, and just drag and drop that onto there. I'm going to replace it. Right, sweet. And then the same thing with the transform one. Just grab it. Just wait, I want to make sure that this is it. Okay, so make sure you double click on the transform file and just grab the studio version. And then once you've grabbed the studio version, just click and drag it into there. And also, if I didn't make it clear enough, you can just go to Open with Windows Media Player, and you can watch his tutorial by the man himself who made it. So, and he explains it a little bit through there. But let's get straight into the tutorial. And also, what you'll also need is the texture pack, but I'll be showing how to just open up that later in the tutorial. So thank you for watching this part, and we'll go straight into the tutorial right now. And then you are ready to go. So let's get straight into the tutorial. So open up Photoshop first, and we need to make the logo that we want edible in Cinema 40. So we're going to open up that photo image. I'll leave the download link in the description to get the Decepticon or Autobot, depends what you want. Right, so basically just unlock this layer, press OK, and then grab the wand tool and then delete the white stuff around it to make the image transparent. You can hold shift and then press delete, and then press Ctrl D to deselect that selection. Now select the logo by just clicking, hold shift, click, click, click on all the different parts, then press Ctrl X to cut that, and Ctrl V to paste that onto a new layer. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to bring this into Cinema 40. So we're going to go to File, Export, Path to first select everything that's on this layer. So just hold Control and hit the thumbnail, then right click and do Make Work Path. press tolerance to 1. If you have a lot of things with like a lot of curves, make the tolerance around 2 to 3, depending on what you want. So with this one, it's just straight lines, so I'll make it 1, and then go to File, Export, Pass to Illustrator, and then go make it a work path. I'm just going to save it like that, and that's sweet. So it's basically going to save that as an Illustrator file, so you can open it up in Cinema 4D. Now open up Cinema 4D. Now I'm going to be using the texture pack for this. I'll leave a download link in the description below where to get my texture pack that I used for this, but you can use any other textures that you want. So first, just check that you have the plugins, Transform and Thrausi. If I didn't make it clear on how to install plugins, just go to YouTube and do how to install plugins onto Cinema 4D. So let's get straight into it. So first we're going to load in our materials, because that's pretty important. Just open up where you save them, and I'm going to include this one where it has like 1000. Gives you a pretty good variety of colors, and yeah. And then go to MoGraph. First open up your Lightroom and just go to presets, and then go to grayscale lighting, and go to studios, and then you have all these studios. So I'm going to find a good studio. I'm thinking just the text studio, because that's pretty basic, and just click and drag that into your objects, and let's see what we have here. I just want to change the color and see if this is the appropriate one. It's pretty good. Right, so to do this, you have your texture here, so I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to make sure that I have the right one. Yeah, I think that this one will work well. So all you need to do is you need to make your texture. So go to MoGraph, MoText, and then I'm just going to drag this below camera and just go to text. I'm going to keep it as text, the word. I don't want to make the word too big, because it's just going to make the tutorial lag more, and yeah, it's just going to make it a mess. You can make a transformer and you'll get the exact same effect, I promise you, and yeah, it's just pretty simple. Make the text whatever you want. I'm going to be doing... Where's my transformer text? There we go. Alright, so here's my transformer text. And I'm just going to move this up a little bit and across a little bit with the crosshairs. And I'm going to change the depth around 50, because I've messed around with this effect a little bit, and that's what I like. And then I'm going to find a blackish or grayish texture, so this one seems pretty good. And I'm just going to render that. Right, I'm not liking it, so I'm just going to find a new, better texture for what I want. Right, and to change the mapping on this, you can go to side and then go to frontal, and it will put the texture on the front, so projection front, I mean. So there we go, and side. Now, yeah, it still doesn't have that metallic look. That was not good. Don't delete your text in the process. I'm thinking just getting a basic chrome. Try those two and then we'll give up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, sweet. So here we go, we have our text, and I'm just going to move this to the side a bit. I'm going to go a bit on the front. Now, just a brief explanation, we're not going to be doing the start of this. I'm sorry guys, I just don't want to, it's gonna make the tutorial way too long. Maybe in the future I'll be teaching you, but all I'm going to be teaching you is to do it from here into an object, like that. So there is our text, and now if we go to here, and if you don't like the sliding rig, you can change it at any time basically. Now we need to get our object, so we need to go to File, Merge, and get our logo wherever we saved it. So I've saved it here. Make the scale 1, that's okay. I'm just going to move it in the exact same position. And I'm going to scale it down roughly around the text size. Because if you have something scaling like on a way big difference, it doesn't make the effect look extremely natural. So you want it to have it around the same size, otherwise it's just going to make it look odd. So now we're going to go to, we're just going to expand this, so we're going to go to here, I'm going to go to extrude NURBS. I'm just going to turn off the scale first, and I'm going to make, how many parts do we have to this? I'm going to expand this by right clicking expand group, and I'm just going to delete that part. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we have 4 parts, so I'm going to make 4 extrude NURBS. If I counted right, yeah we did. Alright, so click and drag though each part into a new one. It's how you make your logo 3D also. So yeah, you're learning a lot. So now we're just going to change this around to the same depth that we had with the text. So I'm going to keep it 50. I'm going to keep everything even because it makes it look way more natural. Alright, sweet. And I'm just going to put a small fillet cap on that. Fillet cap is just going to keep it like that. It's going to give that steel look, and it's really, really iconic look with the steel. You know how they cut out steel, and this is the advantage with putting fillet caps on it. It's just going to make that really sleek steel look. Just got to fillet cap and just change these all. That's sweet. Now we have this awesome thing, and I'm just going to move this a bit in front by shift clicking all of these and just move that there. Sweet. And if you don't want to do it like that, you can also go into the different views and move it like this, just in front or just not. Alright. Sweet. Now I probably want to group these objects, but first I'm just going to de-expand these. And also I'm going to put a texture on them. So which texture would I like? I'm just going to have the same texture by Control V and press Control. There it is. I'm just going to see how that looks. Looks sexy. You can also make your own textures, like there's nothing stopping you. You can really experiment with this effect until you get the hang of it. Alright, so I'm gonna shift click all these and group these objects. And it's gonna name it null, and I'm just gonna name it logo. Okay, I'm gonna drop this text in front of the camera a bit. Alright. Should I make this editable? Way, guys. Okay, so now we have to break up the text. So we're gonna go to plugins, Thrausi, and make sure text is selected. I'm gonna keep it to 15 each, and this is just going to make the render time a lot less with 15, and it's still gonna have heaps of different parts, so it's fine. So that's fine like that. And then I'm just going to group this on, group that object, and I'm just going to name it text. Alright, and the logo, I'm going to go to plugins, Thrausi, I'm going to make it 15. Alright, looks like you have to go around with each. Yeah, I can do like that. You can shift click and break them all. I'm hoping that this will work. So I haven't done this effect off screen, so logo. Now we need to make the I'm not happy how that came out. It's fine. Alright, so all we need to do is get up our plugin now, which is transform, and we need to make 2 copies of that. Sweet. So one copy is going to be text, and the other copy is going to be logo. Now we're going to click on our text one and drag our text null here, and then we're going to grab our logo, the logo transform, and grab our logo null here. Now we're going to click refresh on both. Alright, and we also going to select our logo and do transit in. Okay, so what you should have, if I'm right, you're transformed to your logo. So this is a really simple effect. It might take a couple of frames, but there you go, and you have your logo like that. And obviously the chunks don't make it even, so what you can do is you can go to your logo and put on weld, and put, okay, and then when you render that, what did I do? God dang it, what did I do? I'll be back, I'll fix my... I'm so sorry about that and what happened, but you might see a difference in the animation. Something happened and I ended up redoing the whole model, but as you could see, it only took a couple of minutes for me to set this up and show you guys, so really it wasn't that big of a deal. So here we are. I made it a bit different, so from the logo it transforms into the text, and it's something really cool, and you can always change this up around, and it's just so freaking badass, guys. You have no idea. And if I go ahead and render this, it's gonna look all shapy in that, but if you do the weld feature, it's going to make the fracture look much more nicer. So I forgot how to use that properly without screwing up my animation like I did before, so I'm not even going to dare to try and do that. But what am I going to do is I'm going to show you a preview render, the end render of this effect. So yeah, so it's a really cool intro that you can do, and you can do it with basically any text. So it only requires 2 plugins. I know, which is a little bit, you don't expect to have a couple plugins, but I really do that you enjoy this tutorial. It's an intro that you can make for yourself, and really, if you really wanted to, you can go ahead and go to music and sound composite music. So transform sound effect, and you can get transform a sound effect, and it's going to sound really cool once you've put into After Effects or Sony Vegas or whatever you choose for editing. And what you can also do is, I would just like to do this first, is you can change the effect. So if you go to here and go to the effect and then go to splinter and go to here and go to splinter, what it's going to do is it's going to change its effect. So as you can see, it looks way cooler like this, and it looks so sexy, guys. You have no idea. And there you go, it continues the animation into the text. So I'm going to do a couple of renders of how this looks like at the end, and I hope that you guys do enjoy this, and I'll try and get this thing worked out with the weld. But basically, if you want to know how to weld it, just go to YouTube. How to weld objects with Plug. I spelt everything wrong, didn't I? How to transform in Cinema 4D. And then go here and then watch this tutorial and it will teach you how to weld it. So it's really simple and it's a really cool effect, guys. No other effect has been achieved for this intro, so I really do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and it's really simple and really easy. Basically, yeah, it's just simple, and I'll include a speed art of this because I feel like the heck of it. It's a tutorial, and also I'll include a couple of previews of the sound. So if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, make sure to smack that like button. The reason for that is because of this is the first Transformers tutorial out there, and let's see if we can get to 10 likes on this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and make sure to check out the description flow to get all the download links that you need to do this tutorial. So thank you, and I'll be out, guys. Bye bye. Peace.